Look at these other podcasts out here with a point. Doing interviews, trying to educate you, or change the world. No, we don't do that here. Here, we look around, see things, go places, do things, and round up the best so you can forget the rest. Here, we rank 'em up.
Hello and welcome into Rank 'em Up. This is episode 40. Welcome to the program. If you're new to the show, this is the show where we take a topic and we rank it. Because that's what guys do, that's what ladies do, and that's what everybody does. We rank things. That's what we do here on this program. I've got my friends here with me. Lilo, welcome to the program. Lilo?
Hey, Craig, how's it going, man?
I'm wonderful tonight. How about you, Don?
I'm great.
What was that?
I'm doing great.
Yeah, I'm doing great. Sorry, I'm doing great.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
Yes.
And that voice you heard, that was Kevberto. Kevberto, welcome to the program.
Very excited to be here today. I have a great list for everybody, so stay tuned.
Will do. Will do.
I'm doing great.
Oh, you are.
Oh, Kevberto, that's Kevberto here. And Don, where can they get in touch with us, send us their topics and all that stuff?
I love when I get the notifications on the Twitter at Rankemup, at RENKEMUP, and follow us there. The live Periscope pregame, which didn't turn out very well today, which was I'll take the responsibility for that. It's my fault.
That's all right.
Fault.
Well,
I won the heart game on that one.
Really what happened is my phone broke.
Yeah.
And so I had to give that responsibility to Don. And
This is what I can't be trusted with periscoping. That's although if somebody would have watched my second Periscope when I had the conversation with the guy in the elevator that didn't understand English, and I told him I was stuck in the elevator once. You guys missed it. I didn't have any viewers for that one, but it's okay. It's okay. And so that's on Twitter. Periscope is a subsidiary of Twitter. It's the same username at Rankemup. Also, go to the YouTube and find all the archives there. Me and Craig have been putting them up, and more Craig than me. But yeah, go there. You can find the entire archives, all 40 shows of Rankemup. 40 shows. I can't believe it.
it's an anniversary type. It's a round number.
I love it because we had somebody had an idea of Potpourri, and then we're going to make it every 10 weeks. And it's fun, and it's my favorite thing to do because you get to learn a little bit more personal about a person. You get a little more in depth.
I believe that someone was you, Don.
Oh, great idea by me.
That was your idea.
Yeah, great idea by me. You can also go to like the show page on Facebook, and you can also subscribe on any podcasting platform, or basically on everything, including Google Play, Stitcher, everywhere, iTunes. Just go download Rank 'em Up, and also tell your friends. Thank you.
All right, today, as Don mentioned, we are doing Potpourri. So why don't we go ahead and go around and discuss what our topics are going to be. Lilo, why don't you go ahead and start?
Okay.
Just the topic.
Just the topic.
Yeah.
Just the topic. My topic for today is going to be my top 5 favorite grilled items, or things that I like to grill myself and then eat shortly thereafter.
All right.
And we're all going to Lilo's house.
That's right.
After the show.
We are going to be hungry. Don, what's your topic?
My favorite topic, a little piece of me. I love Bob Marley. As people know, I'm not really good at music. I don't listen to a lot of music. I
think they know that already if they've listened to some of the music shows.
Yes.
How dare you? We'll talk about that later. But I love Bob Marley, and I'm doing my top 5 Bob Marley songs.
All right. Kevberto. That sounds interesting, Don.
Thank you.
Kevberto, what is your topic for this time?
I will be talking about my personal stadium experiences, my top 5 personal soccer stadium experiences. So it's going to be great.
It's going to be great, apparently.
I think I'm gonna have to censor some of this out. We'll see.
No, Don. No.
Oh, okay.
Kevberto's feeling feisty tonight. All right, my topic that I'm going to be speaking about, and I couldn't decide this week. I had 3 that I was going back and forth on, and actually I had Lilo pick a number and chose my topic this week. I had 3 rankings all ready to go, and it was a game time decision which one I was going to use. And so I'll do this one this time, and that would be Apple Ciders, the hard apple ciders that I've been drinking in lieu of beer these days, just because of certain circumstances. I like it. It tastes wonderful.
What do you think they do with the apples they don't sell?
You know,
do
somebody's
something.
got to use them.
That's true. They shouldn't just go to waste.
And
right.
I feel like this is an excellent use of refuse. There you go.
Hey, it's a delicious one of refuse. That's right.
The best type of recycling.
Yes. All right. Well, this week, I think we should have Kevberto start. What do you think? You think so?
I don't want to. I'm going to get mad. I think so. Go ahead. Yeah.
I'm doing great.
All right, Kevberto, you're number 5.
For my number 5, my number 5 soccer experience is at Old Mile High. I didn't follow the Rapids much, other than on TV, but because that year, 1998, I lived in Colorado, and TV was announcing the big Mexican national team star Jorge Campos coming to play with Chicago Fire versus Colorado Rapids. And not only that, but Los Tigres del Norte were going to play after the game, is where my interest grew, where my interest grew for the Colorado Rapids. Later that year, we moved back to California, where I only followed the Rapids through newspaper and follow the scores on paper and television highlights until a couple of years later when I was finally able to watch them again in Denver.
So that's his number 5.
Okay.
What happened in the game?
I don't know. I guess we'll never know.
We'll just never know.
Tune in next time.
No, Don. No.
All right. How about Lilo? You go next.
All right. So my number 5 favorite thing to grill or grilled item is a staple. I want to say it's a kind of a classic. Something that you would normally expect to find in a summer grill or cookout, and that would be hamburgers.
Yeah.
Hamburgers.
And I have been known to cook some vegan choices or some vegetarian choices, like a Boca burger from time to time, which actually aren't bad.
Those aren't burgers.
Or okay, it's a vegetarian shaped patty made out of vegetables and other products,
beans,
and
beans
other
and things.
Collagenous product.
Yes.
At that point, if you're eating that, why don't you just eat a hamburger that's made out of 100% grade A American beef?
I don't want a hamburger.
Because Craig likes to say collagenous.
Yeah, and he also likes to say, I think you just like to be a guy who doesn't eat meat.
I'm just a guy that doesn't eat meat, man.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm just sitting over here, just a guy that doesn't eat meat.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Now, Lilo, do you do anything to your hamburgers? Like, everybody has their own, interpretation of the classic hamburger.
Yes.
Are you just a straight pepper guy? Do you do anything else to it? What do you do?
So for me, I like to do just kind of a classic salt and pepper. Mm-hmm. But if my wife is going and making them, then pretty much all the rules are out the window. Then she just kind of goes to town. Like she'll do like a Kansas City steak rub in it, or some other kind of rubs and spices. She likes to put like dried dehydrated onions in there. That makes for some really tasty hamburgers. But like the biggest trick or secret she actually picked up from Rachel Ray is to shape the patties and then jam your thumb in the middle of them and make a big old thumbprint in it. Mm-hmm. Because then what that does is as the burger is cooking, it prevents it from getting like a giant lump in the middle. It keeps the burger kind of nice and flat so that it sits properly on the bun.
That is a great tip.
It is. It is a good tip.
I'll give you another tip. It's from an acclaimed salesman. His name is Hank Hill. And it says, taste the heat, not the meat. And that means you use propane. Thank you.
Can't go wrong with propane.
Thank you.
All right.
Yes.
You can't really put your thumb into a veggie burger. I mean, it'll kind of you'll put a hole in it.
It's true. All the collagenousness just kind of disappears at that point. Just jam your finger straight through that thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Hamburger is more pliable.
It is more pliable.
All right. Don, you're number 5.
All right, so what I did is I was really excited because I got to go over my whole library of Bob Marley again, which really is the only collected works that I own of any artist. Maybe The Roots, maybe Outkast.
You locked yourself in your room all weekend and
Yes,
just
I did.
played
That's all I
Bob
did.
Marley music.
Got down.
It's like it was college all over again.
College? What's college? you talking about? High school? Any high school, man. I wasn't that guy, but I was that guy. But like, I love Bob Marley, and first of all, I've decided, and I'm just gonna label this straight away. His best album was actually released after he died. It's called Uprising. Every song on there is good, every single one. And I was Uprising. If you have to buy any Bob Marley album that's not Legend, which I realize that everybody owns Legend, but some of the songs on there are questionable to me. Buy Uprising. Every single song is good, every single one. Anyway, my number 5.
All right.
And this one is, they had Africa Aid or whatever that was. This was Bob Marley's personal Africa Aid, and that was off the soundtrack Uprising, whatever. And it's called Zimbabwe. Heck of a song. And they talk about fighting in Zimbabwe and the Civil War and the unrest, and they threw the Bob Marley spin on it, which is, let's have peace, man. It's cool. Everything's cool. Why we got to fight each other? So there's that. Zimbabwe. I will not sing.
I was going to ask, are you going to sing? Are you going to be performing?
But I would
like give us a few bars on that one.
I mean, it's only fair if you're going to bring them up.
No,
that's true. We got to hear an example.
Go to Spotify or wherever you find your Bob Marley songs and just hit Zimbabwe. Apple Music has every single Bob Marley song. And so does Spotify.
I wonder how many how many of our listeners actually listen to Bob Marley. That's a good question. If you listen to Bob Marley,
everybody.
If you listen to Bob Marley, let us know at Rank 'Em Up. I'm wondering, Don, how well this would be received by the fans.
I don't know. I got a funny story though. I went to a girlfriend's house, and I would always talk about Bob Marley, listen to it, and so her mom wanted to listen to it, and I threw in. I didn't throw in Legend. I think I threw in one of his earlier ones, and her mom called it out. All of them sound the same, and I was very disappointed. And then I left. I had to leave. Early.
Jeez, I gotta go.
No, I can't. What? Excuse me? I'm like, Miss Revlon National Salesman? I don't care. What's the one?
Mary Kay?
Yeah, that one. And anyway, you know what? Meh.
Was she a pink car? Okay, I was gonna say.
So she was high.
Cadillac.
She sold some stuff.
Yeah,
nice.
Good for her.
Was it a pink Escalade?
No, it was like the old. It was like 97 or 98, whatever.
Oh, it was a DeVille or
something. Yeah, it was the big ones. Before they didn't even have Cadillac trucks then.
Yeah.
Oh,
listen to us.
The DeVille.
By the way, we're that old.
Back in the day,
I remember when Cadillac didn't have trucks.
When they had curb finders on all their
right, they all had whiskers on them.
Yeah.
I remember when they made the Escalade.
You ran over a bump and you still felt it a mile down the road.
M&M's didn't even cost $1.
Yeah. Stamp was $0.25.
Gas was 97 cents.
I remember when it was $0.25 to make a payphone call.
Yeah, we had payphones.
Yeah. I had an old guy yell at me last week. I kept putting dimes in the payphone and they were not working. And then I realized it was $0.25 after the third payphone. I'm like, man, that's a hard realization, man.
That's a hard life.
It's inflation right there.
Although I wish we had forever stamps back then, and I would have invested in forever stamps when they were $0.25.
Yes.
That would have been cool.
That would have been awesome.
Yeah.
My mom buys many of those forever stamps. But by the way, stamps went down.
I know. You got hosed if you bought forever stamps.
Yeah, but they're going to go back up at the end of next year or something like that.
3 cents ago. You were hosed.
They're going to go back up, though. So they went down, which is amazing, but they're going back up because inflation and retirement.
Dang.
Well, there you go.
So there you go. Zimbabwe. Go check out Bob Marley's Zimbabwe. Great song.
All right, my number 5. And my topic is ciders. And I'm late into the cider game here. I've just recently, probably in the last 6 months, just gotten into the cider game. And it's mostly because when I drink beer these days, for some reason, I get a headache the next day. It could be one beer, and the next day I've got a headache. I don't know what's going on with that. I'm getting old, I think, is what it is.
You need to drink more water while you're drinking beer.
Yeah, dehydration.
It'll be one beer, and I'll have a headache the next day.
Dude.
Yeah, and not even like a 12% hard barley wine or anything. It's just, that could be like a Coors Original, man, and I'll have a headache the next day. My body just doesn't like it anymore, I guess.
Man, it's rejecting.
Why are you drinking Coors Original?
I mean,
There's a problem, right? We've pinpointed the problem, everybody.
We're in Colorado,
That's
why.
All
We're in Colorado.
There's lots more.
That's right.
They use Colorado water.
It is the craft beer capital of the
By the way,
world.
vote no on the liquor store and liquors and beer out in the stores because that will kill a lot of craft breweries. Just believe me, please.
So I tried a cider, and I actually went to did the Coors tour and tried the cider there, and it was wonderful. I'm like, what is this? And I didn't have a headache the next day. I'm like, oh, now it's on.
That's crazy because all cider is sugar. So
I know, you would think, right?
Yeah.
But so I've been buying a lot of sampler packs in the last few months, trying all kinds of different ciders. And so I feel like since I'm new to the game, I might help somebody else new to the game in the cider world. So anyway, my number 5. And this one, the first time I had it in the sampler pack, I was like, this is disgusting. Why am I even drinking this? I can't finish this bottle. And I was like, all right, I'll finish it. I choked it down. And then you have one extra. So I was like, what am I going to do with this? Well, I was like, all right, I'll drink it. Mm-hmm. And the next time I drank it, it was like, oh, wait, this is actually pretty good. This actually tastes, all right, I like it. So I've gotten it a couple more times after that. It's the Angry Orchard Elderflower cider. It's got elderflower in it.
What is elderflower?
I have no idea. And I probably should have looked it up.
I am going to Google that
Remember
right
what
now.
what our voice guy was telling us before, the voice of the podcast, Christopher Carroll,
Yes.
was telling us before the show started today?
I'm well aware.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, well, there we go.
And that's one of the reasons why I wasn't going to do this list. But you know what? Hey, I drink the cider, and you know what? Angry Orchard Elderflower, it sounds weird and it sounds fruity, but it's not. It's got a weird, like, it kind of tastes like cloves a little bit.
Well, I'm out.
And
I'm
then,
out. I'm out on
but
that.
it's like a hint, and they're like, wait, what was that? And it's actually pretty good. Elderflower.
Huh. The first thing that comes up when you Google search elderflower is the elderflower cordial, which is a soft drink made largely from a refined sugar and water solution and uses the flowers of the European elderberry.
I would try that.
Historically, cordial has been popular in northwestern Europe, where it has a strong Victorian heritage.
Whoa. Northwestern Europe?
Like
Northwestern
Scandinavia?
Is that near Sweden?
Like Scandinavia, perhaps?
Do they make
Sure,
make
why
cars
not?
there?
Maybe they
That
do.
start with the letter S?
They probably also make a lot of furniture there.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
And
Sublife.
meatballs.
Hashtag Sublife.
Don, move it along.
First of all, if Kevberto were actually here, this would be... Craig, you were
What?
meant to like this cider.
I
Oh
didn't
my
know
God.
This
that.
cider was made for you.
It seems like it.
Sab life.
I like
No, Don. No.
I might have to walk out. I might have to walk out on the show and call Kevberto just so we can yell about, because this is funny.
Yeah.
This is the
pretty
funniest thing
hilarious.
ever.
All right.
Elderflower.
You just made the entire show.
I didn't know it was
Lilo,
made.
thank
Maybe
you.
it should have been higher than number 5. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go get one of those tonight. We'll see.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
Sab life. Nice.
Kevberto, you're number 4.
My number 4 top 5 soccer stadium experiences are back in 2007 when this was known as the Home Depot Center, and now it's called the StubHub Center. I went with a couple of friends to watch Pachuca versus Galaxy in the Interliga Cup. I supported Pachuca. I never really had an interest for them before, but because Landon Donovan was playing for the Galaxy that year, I saw Miguel Calero stop a penalty kick for the 2007 Interliga Championship, and that was right before I moved to Colorado, actually. I also saw Costa Rica versus El Salvador play there in July of 2009 in Copa Oro. I saw a couple of fights there. Man, when they get drunk, it got pretty exciting. But, the old Home Depot Center in Carson, California.
So this really has nothing to do with stadium experiences. It's just the games he's watched.
Yeah, it sounds like it's just the
Hey, I saw this game.
football experiences.
I saw this game this one time. He's not even following his own rules this time.
That is true. He just made up a rule and then he changed it.
Right. See, y'all make fun of me. Kevberto's the real culprit.
I don't even know what to do about this
At least
list.
Kevberto only has one experience per reason number. That's
Right.
all. Thank you. All right. Craig, I got no backup on that, Craig?
No, Don. No.
What? Or whatever. Lilo, I take it back. I love you, list. You are the best.
All right. Well, I don't even know how to react to his because it doesn't really even make any sense. So
Yeah,
There you go.
I can't. I have nothing, no life experiences to back up any statements.
All right,
Yeah.
Lilo, you're up.
All right.
Number 4.
I drove by the Home Depot Center. That's what I got.
Right.
I've watched games there on TV.
I think some kids are practicing in the parking lot.
Landon Don did in fact play there for pretty much his entire career. Yeah,
I shop at Home Depot.
with the Galaxy.
That's
I mean,
all I
not just
get.
Home Depot Center.
Well, you support Home Depot
I
Center.
do support
then.
Home Depot Center de facto.
All right.
All right. Number 4 for Lilo. This would also be considered a staple of the summertime grilling sessions.
I mean, do you really grill in winter? I mean, is that a thing?
I have,
I would
Okay.
grill in winter
actually.
if I had to grill.
Is there
place to
winter grilling season though? Like, this is what I grill during the winter.
I don't know. When I grill during the winter, it's just a lot of like, this is all we have left in the freezer, so let's go ahead and throw it on the grill and see what happens. And it's good because then you have like this really nice centralized heat element.
Yeah.
So then you don't get that cold, but with the instant you close the grill, then it's game over.
How far away is your grill from your door, back patio or whatever?
It's pretty close. It's like you step out and you hang a left and it's right there.
Yeah, well,
So
it's not bad.
yeah, it's not bad at all. I can usually get away with not wearing a coat while I'm grilling during the winter.
I like it.
Yeah. Grilling game is
You have
strong.
a good grilling situation. It's yes.
I do. It's quite nice. So my number 4 is hot dogs, and more specifically the Oscar Mayer classic hot dogs. Can't really call them meat. I mean, because it's like it's a conglomeration of things. There is a lot of the, what did you say, the congealants.
Craig, would you eat a hot dog?
Do you think I would eat a hot dog?
It's not
Well,
exactly
if it's not
meat.
meat, I mean, it's just a hot dog.
No, Don. No.
I'm just asking a question.
I would not eat a hot dog. No.
Well,
I have eaten hot dogs in my childhood, and I smothered them in ketchup until there was no hot dog taste left.
Till all you could taste was ketchup
you're
and
eating
bread.
a hot dog wrong anyway, so that's not even a hot dog.
I had to drown it in order
It's a
to
meat
choke
tube.
it down.
It's a meat tube.
It is a meat.
A hot dog.
Meat
A proper
tube.
hot dog is mustard and onions or grilled onions.
I would have to say the proper hot dog is a Chicago-style hot dog.
Nah, I don't like tomatoes on my hot dog.
Just throw everything you can find on your hot dog, and there you go. Put it on a steamed poppy seed bun.
I
Boom.
can't
Delightful.
agree with you, Lilo, but I appreciate your sentiments.
Thank you, Don.
Why that specific hot dog? What have you
Agreed
found about
to-
that hot dog that you appreciate the most?
The Chicago dog or the
No,
Oscar Mayer
the
dog?
Oscar Mayer so-and-so dog.
The Oscar Mayer classic hot dog. It has there's a flavor to it that is so distinctive. Plus, it's also, this is gonna sound really weird, but there's a weird and really awesome kind of snappiness to it. Where like if you cook like any other hot dog, it gets kind of like
Like the casing splits sometimes.
like casing kind of splits, and when you bite it, it feels like this is gonna get really.
It's kind of mush.
This is gonna turn really quickly, but it's there's like a firmness when you bite into the
To
hot
the meat
dog
tube?
That's to the meat tube. That's so satisfying, as opposed to other hot dogs, which when you cook them just get really flaccid. And yeah. Also, if you watch the old 1960s ad, there's a line in it that I really love, which is, Oscar Mayer wieners are made out of 100% meat with real meat flavor. And just the fact that they say meat flavor, it's priceless. They don't classify what kind of meat it is. It just tastes just like good meat.
This is meat flavor.
Yes.
Huh.
Good
I like,
meat flavor.
Have you ever had the Nathan's hot dogs? Have you ever tried the Nathan's?
I have tried Nathan's hot dogs.
I like the Nathan's.
Nathan's are pretty tasty. Pretty
I like
tasty.
watching that. I like watching that thing every 4th of July. It's really a tradition for me.
That is really just
The
a trip
Nathan
down
hot dog.
vomit lane for me.
Are you a Kobayashi guy or a Joey Chestnut
No,
guy?
I'm an American, so I love
Joey Chestnut.
Yeah, I love Joey Chestnut. Kobayashi just conformed to the rules. I think he didn't want any of Joey Chestnut. Joey Chestnut's not even the champion anymore. Another guy won. I think it was 50.
He's past his prime, Joey Chestnut.
I mean, you got
That's true.
7 years of good eating. I mean, what is your I was talking to some chiropractor or Parker or one of our shows, and I'm like, so how about this? Like, that's gonna ruin you. They thought that's the most horrible thing you could do to yourself is competitive eating, but
That's true.
It's for the TV dollars. And by the
Right.
way, how many hot dogs does Nathan saw? I never saw Nathan hot dogs before Joey Chestnut in Walmart or King Supers.
Right.
Right, and now Nathan's is pretty much everywhere.
Exactly.
Basically
Plus, Joey
everywhere.
Chestnut, he made a fine living doing it.
He won the
He did make a fine
mustard
living.
belt. He won the mustard belt 7 times in a row. All right.
Hey, you know,
You do you, Chestnut.
he's a
You do
household
you.
name now.
I was more of a Kobayashi guy.
That doesn't surprise me, Lilo.
I know, right?
I'm sorry that you hate America, even though your first 2 on your things to grill are hot dogs and hamburgers.
All right,
Whatever.
Don.
Whatever. That's
Don.
like that. This is exactly like King of the Hill, where they had the competitive eater, which is, and this is how long competitive eating's gone back. It wasn't Kobayashi, but like Eater X was on it, and Mr. Khan won, and he said this is the greatest day of Laos's life, and he's so proud to be a Laotian because the Laotian won the competitive eating contest. It was really funny, but anyway.
I will
Alrighty.
say one last real quick story about Kobayashi. So I saw a documentary about him before one of his eating championships, and he says when people recognize him in Japan, they force him to eat competitively in their restaurant.
Oh no.
And if he doesn't, there's like
It's a
this
sign of
huge
disrespect.
dishonor. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Really?
There's like a massive so people will give him things not like competitive eating, things like hot dogs or wings, but one story that I remember is he got a bowl of noodles, like a gigantic bowl of noodles soup that they laced with like the hottest hot sauce that they had on hand, and challenged him to eat it. And he had to eat it, otherwise it'd be just like dishonor for everybody. And so he ate it.
So
and
he
I
can
think
never
was
go home
violently
again.
ill.
He can never go home again.
Pretty much.
I wonder if that's the case for anybody that's famous. If they go into Japan, like I would feel bad for Kim Kardashian if she goes into a Japanese restaurant.
Right.
Like
right.
what is she gonna do?
He's got nothing.
What is she known for?
Right. Boobs
That's
and
true.
breaking
Just
the
take
internet.
pictures, I guess. Oh, she was here. Oh.
Right. That's all you can do is take selfies.
Do you know
with her.
OJ? Do you know OJ? That'll be the new thing because of that television show, but whatever. Thank you, Lilo. Thank you, Lilo. Craig has no idea what I'm talking about. Lilo, thank you.
I got you.
All right,
I got
Don.
you.
Let's hear your number 4.
I do talk about the OJ show a lot. I bug the crap out of Craig, actually.
yes, you do.
And I forced him to watch the new documentary that's coming June 11th on ESPN.
Not the documentary, the trailer. You made me watch the
I watched
trailer.
the trailer. I made him watch it at least 2 times.
No.
Because another
You
time
need to watch
I
this
made
again.
one of our other coworkers watch it. But before Craig watched the trailer, he said, I have no interest in it. After he watched the trailer, that's interesting.
I still have no interest in watching it,
No,
but it's
you know-
interesting.
liar. All right, my number 4, Bob Marley songs. Top 4 Bob Marley song that's on my playlist. Playlist will come soon because I dare not disrespect Bob Marley's voice with me even humming a few bars. So I'll tell you my number 4 right now. It's a great song, Forever Loving Jah. The hook is kind of not the best. That's why it didn't go higher than 4th. But the verses, the verses, amazing, and the bass line. I think the reason why I was attracted to Bob Marley in the first place was I played low brass. I played a lot of low brass instruments, which means bass clef, which means bass beats. And as simple as they were, as simple but hard as they were, before we got to the crazy house music, was reggae because they play reggae on the offbeats, and I don't want to get in too technical, but they play reggae on the offbeats, and that means the bass clef gets some love. And anyway, Forever Loving Jah, amazing song. There you go.
Ja, man. That's all I got. That's really all I got.
Thanks
Yep.
Lilo.
I really have no idea. I've never liked Bob Marley. I don't know his catalog.
See now who loses credibility? You lose credibility. Thank you.
I don't have any Bob Marley credibility. I'm telling you right now, I have none. Never wanted any.
You're getting out in front, huh? Getting out in front of the controversy.
I'm telling you
In
right
front of
now.
this Craig doesn't like Bob Marley scandal.
There's no scandal. I chose this
There
life.
is a scandal.
There is no room for Bob Marley in Sad Life.
So wait. So when you bought the CD Legend, it was all a lie.
I never bought the CD Legend.
All right.
I don't even know what songs were on that CD. Okay.
All right.
I heard enough of it passing through the hallways in my dorm room at CSU.
Oh, yeah.
Every other room, the door was open, and smoke wafting through the air, and
Whoa, what? It was like that?
and Bob Marley
It was
playing.
like that up there, Lilo, or what?
Maybe in Craig's door, but
You know what? Actually, it was in Durward that happened.
Oh, okay.
It was in
Okay.
Westfall. In Durward, it was the smoking one.
yes, that's
and-
right. That's
and
right.
You could do
You
that.
could smoke in the dorm there. Yeah.
Yeah.
that
The
was-
residents, whatever, didn't care.
Well, that dorm you could actually smoke in it. The other one
Yeah.
you couldn't. Yeah.
Oh.
That was its claim to fame, was that you
Right.
could smoke in the dorm.
Oh, they got another dorm, too, now. Anyway.
They've done all kinds of stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're building that stadium up there. It's going to be awesome.
All right, my number 4 is another Angry Orchard. You'll notice a theme here. I've taken to the Angry Orchard. I like their sampler packs, and most of my list you'll notice is a theme. But my number 4 is just like in real life. I prefer the green apple to the red apple. Give me a green apple. Give me a tart, crisp green apple. I'll prefer that over a red any day. I used to eat the crab apples off of my grandma's tree when they were
Oh, what?
they're very tart.
Yes,
gosh.
yes, they were. Have you ever had a crab apple cider?
No,
That does exist.
It does.
That does exist.
I would like
yes.
to try it, but I'm sure it's super sour.
It's it's not. It's like a sour beer kind of. But
like
I
a
liked
lambic,
it. I
like a
actually liked
lambic
it.
tart.
I liked it, but I agree with you. I do like the green apple. I know you haven't even said your thing yet, but I do like the green apple also.
That's all it is. It's green apple from the Angry
Oh.
Orchard, Apple Orchard green apple. It's delicious and tart and tangy and refreshing.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I can't do tart apples or tangy apples.
I love the tart apples.
I like a good green
Because
apple.
here's the deal with the red apples, and I know they're getting fancy with the Honey Crisp and all the designer
And the pink
apples.
lady, the pink
they're
lady,
playing
get that
with-
pink lady on out of here.
They're playing with genetics and creating these apples, but
Yes, jeans.
the chance
the
you take with
grapples.
the red apple is it's going to be sandy and it's going to be gross.
Yeah,
Oh, the Honey Crisps are actually really good.
No, the Honey Crisps are good. I'll
Yeah.
give you that. But
Yeah.
there's a chance that you're going to get a red apple that it's one of those sandy, dry, gross ones,
Yeah.
and I'm not about that life.
do you like the grapples? How do you feel about grapples?
Grapples are okay.
What is a grapple?
It's a grape apple.
Yeah, it
It's
tastes
kinda-
like grapes.
Yeah,
Say what?
It's an apple that tastes like grapes.
yeah.
That's
it's
weird.
Like, no,
That
it's
is
good.
weird. That's
Lilo.
like the grapes that taste like cotton candy. Also
Those
weird.
are kind of weird too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Weird.
I think you should try the grape grapple.
The grapples, they're okay.
I'll give
They're
it a go.
expensive. They come
They
in like
are.
a pack of 4, and
Yeah.
they're pretty
Like
expensive.
$4,
Yeah.
$5.
Jeez.
Yep. All right. That's my number 4. Green apple, Angry Orchard.
Maybe we can get Pie Man to make a grapple pie. That'd be good.
That would be cool.
Yeah,
I would eat that.
Yeah.
I like pie,
yeah.
All right.
especially from Pie Man Pies.
Pie Man pies.
I've got a cider to pair it with coming up next.
Oh yeah.
But first,
First of all, that is a great idea, Craig. Pie a la mode paired with a cider course.
yeah, man.
We got to get somebody on top of this.
Let's
we
do
got
this.
to we got to open a restaurant just
That's
to
got to
do
be
this.
a thing.
All right, yeah. All right, number 3, Kevberto.
My number 3 out of my top 5 soccer stadium experiences.
sure
He
they
doesn't
are.
even know
Is
how his list is.
Estadio Centenario. This
Oh,
is
yeah.
in Cuernavaca, Morelos. This is 1994.
This is not
Where I saw my
1994.
first
Kevberto's 2
ever
years old.
professional soccer game, and it was the state derby between Galicia FC of Cuernavaca versus Zacatepec. It was where I first experienced the passion in the stands, and I fell in love with wanting to play the game. So I saw a lot of people yell, a lot of people throw stuff at the field. I saw the players kick soccer balls into the stands before the soccer game started, which was really cool. I never got one, but you know, I thought it was really cool. It was new. Before the game, I remember hearing and feeling the rumble of the stadium like on my feet. I remember we were able to hear through the cracks the soccer team yelling because they were warming up in the locker room, and they were counting 1 to 100 and stuff like that. But I didn't know they were warming up in there. So yeah, I got to see that and experience that in 1994. It was awesome.
At least he talked about the stadium that time.
Yeah,
know
that's
what?
true.
I'll give him that one. Number 3 was okay.
He did start talking about like riots and stuff though, and like swag.
The stadium was shaking. At least we had that. That's
Right.
good. There
So
you
that
go.
was
Because they
something.
don't know how to build for earthquake country over there. They just,
Don, you just don't understand.
okay,
Wow.
thanks. I've been in stadiums in Mexico. Okay, I've been in Juarez Stadium and I saw a bullfight. Thank you.
No, Don, No.
Yes, I have seen the bullfight. How many bullfights have you seen? Thank you.
Don, move it along. Move it along.
Okay, I'm moving along. I just wanted to tell you about my day in Juarez. I saw a bullfight, then I saw a cockfight, and it was amazing. Amazing day.
Wow.
That sounds,
Also,
that sounds great.
I will just
Yes.
put the icing on the cake with this. At that point, you know how they do at the end of the year, what is the most dangerous place by murder per capita? And that year happened to be Juarez. So I walked the streets of Juarez when it was the most dangerous place in the world, and I saw a bullfight and a cockfight in the same day. And I survived, and I lived to tell the tale. Thank you.
I'm doing great.
That's right. You're impressed by that. That's right.
Oh my God.
All right, Lilo, you're number 3.
Oh no. Cockfight and bullfight and the most dangerous. Wow. Okay.
We're
Sure, an
lucky.
eye patch.
I
Sure,
know.
an eye patch.
Seriously,
We're lucky to have you here right now, Don.
it's true.
We could have never met. You
Could
know.
never have met, and then
Yeah.
this podcast would have been way different.
Yeah.
All right.
There's a lot of Kevberto
It
telling
would've-
jokes.
the Kevberto show. All right, my number 3. This is kind of where the list takes a turn.
Oh, always.
Takes a turn, guys.
We're going vegetable.
Well, is the
No,
foreman
we're going
count?
fruit. We're either going fruit or vegetable.
The foreman
Well-
counts, right?
Right. This is the thing I like to put on a grill pan inside my oven. No, my number 3 thing is pineapple. So yes,
Oh,
Ah,
that's, you
fruit.
can grill pineapple. That's okay.
Yeah, but
not
it's
too
like,
far
Pineapple's
off.
good.
but like typically when you talk about grill, it's like, oh yeah, meat, lots of all the meat things you just throw on the grill and meat and fire.
I'm well versed with the grilled pineapple. That's all I can eat at Rodizio's.
Yeah, I mean grilled pineapple is actually really good if you do it right and you get like a really good kind of glaze on the pineapple and you get the grill marks, man. Oh,
If you just put a piece of foil and then you just put the pineapple on there, you can get the grill marks, and it'll still
Yeah.
all the juiciness will stick in it.
okay,
It's just you got to put on a foil, but it's really good.
yeah, I just put that right on the grill.
It's still good.
Still delicious. Yeah, we do that.
With all the meat juice on the grill.
Oh yeah.
Never mind. I'm not eating pineapple at your house.
First of all,
When I scrape it off of the grill, I make sure to like really scrape the grill with the pineapple and flip that joker over, so then you get like the gristle from the previous meat,
that's the best part, man.
cooked.
That's the best part.
and
Just
that
had
just
some
kind
dry
of
heaves over
covers up the pineapple.
Just tell
Yeah.
a quick story because we had it was either 2 or 3 years in a row we did Rodizio for the company Christmas party,
Oh, nice.
and for me it was
jealous.
heaven, hog heaven for me.
Oh yeah.
I loved it. Kevberto was eating chicken hearts. He was getting down. Craig was just sitting there.
Wow.
I was just sitting there like,
Nice.
hey, when's the pineapple coming?
When do we start White Elephant?
Yeah.
You couldn't even
start,
like.
who's going to start crying or being drunken and disorderly first?
Hey, can we get the pineapple again?
You couldn't even go to like the little salad bar that they had there.
I stocked up on lettuce.
Yeah, we did. But then you can't. Well, you could go back to the salad bar as many times as you want, but Craig never did
Yeah, I was
because
gonna
then
say,
he'd be
salad
the
bar
only
had,
one
like,
coming
some
back with
good-
plates of food.
Yeah. I don't know. It was awkward. Plus, we were stacked 3 on top of each other.
Oh
basically,
man, it was so close.
getting
Oh,
up,
jeez.
getting up to go to the salad bar, and it was not feasible really. So
Just have to wait for the sword with the pineapple.
yeah, just, hey, buddy, on your way, can you stop by the salad bar for me? Right. Pick me up some pasta.
Here's my
or something?
bowl.
Can I
Just
get
throw
some
something on
caprese
there.
salad,
Yes.
please?
The
I like
caprese.
the caprese.
Yeah.
I want
man.
some caprese.
That's Craig's favorite
Oh man,
over there.
Caprese.
Caprese is delicious.
You like those little fried banana things, though, didn't you?
I don't know if I had those.
You had the fried bananas, and they had those.
They had quail
Those,
eggs, which is gross too.
They do. They
It
used to serve
depends.
rattlesnake over there. They used to serve snake and stuff. But did you have those little bread things that are like made of cornmeal?
Oh yeah, I did have those.
Those
yeah.
are good.
Yeah,
Those are good too. And the little circular bread guys.
I could go for some Rodizio grill right about now.
Making me hungry over there, Lilo.
Yeah, sorry. So there you go. Number 3 is pineapples.
I like pineapples.
All
I
right,
love
Don.
pineapple.
Your
My number 3 also starts with a P. 2 P's actually.
Let me
Isn't that-
guess.
what?
Paradise or something.
Oh, you got one word.
Or
You got one
something?
word. No,
Oh.
no.
Paradise?
The or? Did I get
There
the or
would
right?
be. This song is about turning ladies out.
What?
Turning them into when they get a taste of the fast life. What happens? And it's called Pimper's Paradise.
Whoa.
And
Wow.
Is
it's
this
a
a,
really good
commonly
song, though.
known song?
yes, it's
Yeah.
a very famous Bob Marley song.
Oh, okay.
They actually,
Huh.
his son actually did it over very recently. Damian Marley, not Ziggy. Ziggy the better. Ziggy the. If I were to rank the children of Bob Marley,
Maybe that's the next potpourri.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I might get in trouble for that one. Maybe I won't do that. But Ziggy, I like Ziggy's music more than Damien. Although Damien's mom was Miss World. She was Miss Jamaica in Miss World, and she won.
Oh, wow.
And Bob Marley, Bob Marley. Damien Marley was there too. He had a lot of kids. I think Prince. Well, he had more kids than Prince, but whatever. Anyway,
Prince apparently didn't have any, right?
Yeah, Prince had like no heirs.
except for all the ones that are coming forward now, trying to get some piece of this.
Yeah, I'm sure.
All right, whatever.
Kids.
That was what the joke was. But
I missed it.
I did not deliver it correctly. I need to go back to comedian school. Anyway, Pimper's Paradise. Great song. And they do a lot of remixes to it. It's pretty good.
How's the bass line in Pimper's Paradise?
No, I like it.
Okay.
I just like what the song's about.
These aren't
Turning
rankings
out
based on
women.
bass lines.
No, I could do that. But there'd be some. Actually, Elvis Costello had some pretty good ones.
All right.
So there you go. What do you think about that one, huh? Eh?
Elvis Costello. Good for him.
Right. Tiesto also has some good bass
Specifically,
lines.
the song "Watching the Detectives." Good song. Just go download, listen to that. Go to YouTube. Go to the YouTube. There you go.
All right.
Okay.
My number 3. And this is, I mentioned it earlier, but this was my entry into the game here. And it still is to this day. It's the when you think of the cider, the basic non-flavored ciders, this is the one I go to first. Like the brand name, generic, original flavored cider.
Mike's Hard Lemonade cider style.
No, like
Zima?
Angry Orchard basic.
Oh, okay, even
Like
more than
Woodchuck Basic or whatever they call their
just regular.
their staple. It's like the
I don't even think there's a label. It's just Woodchuck cider.
yeah
That cider be basic.
that would be that's right basic whatever you want to call it. I don't know. They're
I feel like that's an
chunky
insult. I
sweaters
feel
or-
like that, I think you guys are talking about two different things. Because that's an insult.
It's a cider with a chunky scarf and a Starbucks
Yeah.
cup.
yeah totally basic. It's got a V-neck on.
Lilo.
Its label is V-necked. I got the joke this time.
Right on.
Thank you.
I appreciate it, man.
I got a joke that Craig didn't get. Let's just write that down.
No, I got the joke.
40 shows. 40 shows. Thank you.
Maybe. All right.
I got every joke.
But basically-
I got every joke. Just because I didn't laugh at the joke.
You did not.
Taylor
get the
Swift
joke.
joke.
Except the Taylor
or whatever
Swift
it was.
jokes.
No, you didn't get that
I
one.
love Taylor Swift. She's in my
You-
top 5. She's number 2.
You went back and listened, and you're like, oh, they got me.
I'm only paying
Oh,
attention.
man.
There's a difference between paying attention and getting the joke. Thank you.
Anyway, my number 3 is Smith and Forge. It's actually it's very high alcohol percentage and it's delicious.
Huh. It's
Smith
got a
and
cool
Forge.
name.
I think it's made. I had it at Coors, so I don't know if it's made by Coors or if it's just in their family of products. But it is, as far as an original flavored cider. There's no elderflower or green apples or any other additive to it.
It's just
a
apple
cider, and it's delicious.
Huh.
And it used to come in these big tall cans. You drank 2 of those and you're feeling good. The Smith and Forge. It's got a cool can too. It's a cool design. I like the name, and the product in it tastes good too.
I'd drink it just because the name is cool. Smith and Forge.
Yeah,
That thing's awesome. That's awesome.
yeah. There you go. That's my number 3. That is right.
Yes,
Yes, number 3. And now it's time for everyone's favorite in this episode, Kevberto. His number 2.
Number 2 out of my top 5 soccer stadium experiences are Dick's Sporting Goods Park. I've been to dozens of games. I've made friends. I've met a lot of people. I've been asked to leave by security and the police department at least once in separate occasions.
Mm-hmm.
But I've made so many
who hasn't?
memories that I will be able to tell in the future. That's where I solidified my love for the Colorado Rapids. That's where I've been in many situations that have gotten me in trouble and where I've acquired many great memories. And so I've been in very cold games, very hot games. It's just, I've tried many things there.
Real life situations. as
Real
you would
life.
say. Yeah.
Real world.
Real world.
22,
Situations.
Dick's Sporting Goods Park.
And I mean, really, who hasn't been kicked out of Dick's Sporting Goods Park?
I don't know anybody that hasn't been kicked out of Dick's Sporting Goods Park.
I think the only one, 3/4 of us have on this program.
Yeah, I have never been kicked out of Dick's simply because I've never been.
You've never been there?
I've never been there.
Oh, what?
I know.
Close the show up right now.
Jeez.
Dishonor on me.
Wow. How are we friends?
It's a great question.
Do you remember the first game ever at Dick's Sporting Goods?
I do.
It was
DC
March.
United.
Yeah, DC United. We won 2-0, but it was like 10 degrees outside.
Jeez.
And I remember the hot dog or the hot chocolate vendors couldn't even make it halfway down the row before they would be sold out, and people would be like, "More hot chocolate." It was so cold. It was so cold.
And Hercules Gomez scored the goal and jumped into the stands.
And we won.
Nice.
The opener of Dick's Sporting Goods Park. Yes.
And I named my dog after him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Heck of a guy.
Heck of a guy, that Hercules.
Mm-hmm.
All right, it's Lilo's turn, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's my number
We're
2.
sitting in different places today, and
That's-
it's messing me up.
It's really
I'm surprised it's gotten to number 2 before I've
right before you totally
messed it
biffed
up. Yeah.
Well, way to be, Craig. You've done a great job.
No, thanks.
All right, my number 2 continues along the same path of odd things to grill, and this one is a dessert.
I think I know what this is.
Yep, and I think I've mentioned it once before. This would be pound cake.
Oh yeah.
You need to bring that in for us sometime.
I think I'm gonna have to. No, grilled pound cake is awesome. All you do is you just buy the Sara Lee pound cake and you cut it up into like 1.5 inch slices or 1 inch slices, and you throw them on there for. Well, you have to make sure that the grill is
I hope you scrape
nice
the
and
grill.
greased. Yeah.
Scrape the grill, please.
For these, I will, because
Okay.
there's like a. You don't want to have like the meat gristle on top of a sweet pound cake. That gets weird. I mean, I'll even admit it. It's weird. But you take it and you grease the grill really good so that the pound cake doesn't bust up as you pull it off of there, and you grill it on high heat for like 2 minutes aside, and away you go. Serve that with a nice fruit compote. That's right, fruit compote. And,
I make a good compote when I'm making crepes at the house.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you make your compote and you mix it with Greek yogurt,
Do you
make it
jump in
nice
the-
and thick.
Oh,
You
that's a
jump
good
in the
call.
Saab when
That's a
you
good
go
call.
down to the IKEA and you pick up your fruit.
I'm giving
and then-
some good life tips here. You're missing it because
it's
you're
true. The
trying
Greek-
to make fun of me here.
The Greek yogurt and compote sounds
That's a good filling for
pretty
crepes as far as that goes.
nice.
There you go.
Craig is so Euro.
Drizzle it with
Craig
chocolate.
is so Euro.
Yeah, delicious.
Do you remember what you wore? Remember, it's just funny.
What?
Craig's funny to me. Never mind.
What are you talking about?
What?
I was going to say, do you remember what you wore to the last company Christmas party? Because you're talking about making crepes and having Greek yogurt in it, and you look like John Wayne from the Good, the Bad, and the Ugly or whatever. I don't know what he was in.
Renaissance man. I can put a hat and boots on and drive my Saab up to a steakhouse for a Christmas party.
That's outstanding.
Yeah.
I want a picture
sure
of
can.
you outside of the Saab, outside
You
of
sure
the
can.
steakhouse
Yeah.
with that outfit on again.
Kicked him out.
That would be
They won't let me in.
priceless.
I don't eat meat. They won't let me in. Thank you.
Yeah. I'll take the pasta.
Pineapple guy, back over here. I got the green.
Why do we keep going to meat places for a Christmas party, man?
Because literally every other person that works with us likes to eat meat. Even the women. I mean, I'm sure they like a good steak.
I'd rather have some grilled pound cake.
Maybe not. No, anyway,
Delightful. That is D. Wait for it.
sounds good.
Delightful.
I want to try that.
Yeah.
I want to try that.
All right, Don, you're number 2.
My number 2, and that would be, oh man, there's a lot of religious overtones in Bob Marley's music, and I would say that this song, although very good,
Yeah, Pimpin' in Paradise. That one.
Forever Loving Jah, Jehovah, which is it's a faction of Christianity, but their God was alive for a brief bit. He was the ruler of Zimbabwe, but whatever. Anyway, Haile Selassie, but the first anyway. Anyway, we don't want to go into the whole. Do you want to go into the history of Bob Marley?
Not really.
Do you want me to talk about Rastafarianism?
Don, move it along. Move it
All right.
along.
Well, you know what? Whatever. I was just thinking, like, I worked at a religious station and I listened to a religious show for many years. I still know more about Rastafarianism than I do about Christianity. Although technically it's an arm of it, but anyway. So number 2, the song, "The Heathen." Am I a heathen? Probably. In loose technical terms, yes, I'm a heathen. What are you gonna do? It's a great song, great bass beat, and they could play. It was actually played in Bob Marley's last concert. By the way, great CD. Pick that one up. It's in Pittsburgh. Great CD, great album. If you say that album, because I guess we don't buy CDs anymore. But the Heathen, man, the Heathen. That's all.
I wouldn't think of him having a great concert in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I was gonna say those.
It was his last one.
It was
It was
Really?
just the last one.
Was that like the straw that broke the camel's back? After that, it was like, forget this.
Yeah, he actually they stopped
Pittsburgh is
touring, and then by the time they were ready to tour again, he was too sick, and then because he didn't die of smoking weed or whatever people he died like he got toe cancer, and then he would not amputate it, so it spread, and then the blood cancer got him in the end. But yeah, he died too young, man. He was I think he wasn't even 40 yet. I think he was 33 or something like that. But
Toe cancer.
yep, he had cancer in his toe, and then it spread, and the blood, once it gets in the bloodstream, you're through, you're finished. So anyway, The Heathen, number 2, great song.
All right, my number 2 cider. And we're going back to like an original style cider for this one. This one is like, it's like Smith & Forge, but it's kind of like concentrated. There's so much flavor in this cider. It hits you and you're like, whoa, what is going on here?
Welcome to Flavortown.
Welcome to Flavortown. And that would be Woodchuck's Gumption. Woodchuck Gumption cider.
What is in the gumption cider that makes it so
I don't know.
flavorful?
Maybe it's the type of apples they use. Maybe it's, I don't know. Maybe they boil down Smith & Forge and concentrate it. But but the flavor, it hits you.
Like shaving cream and like the shaving gel that you're only supposed to use a little bit.
It's like the detergent pods now.
Yeah, you only yeah.
Wow.
The concentrated. Craig, I know a cider place. It's called Stem Cider. There's none of them are sweet. They're made the way that you would make beer, and they're not sweet.
Yeah, they're kind of dry.
They're very dry,
Right.
but I like it.
The dry ciders are okay. I've had a few of those. They're pretty okay. They're drinkable. I like the sweeter ones for some reason.
The Stem Cider, I would recommend it. There's only girls work there. It's a very interesting place.
We should take a trip there.
Sounds like we should do a show from there.
I don't think they'd be
sounds like
interested in us much. Get my drift.
All right. If there was any on my list that I would suggest to try,
Have I insulted anybody else yet?
I don't know. You've covered all the bases.
I've been pretty
I think.
good.
That's true.
Yeah.
Women, Asians, people that don't eat meat.
Have you insulted children yet? I don't think you've insulted children yet.
They leave them alone. They're
Okay,
just
that's
kids. What do they know? They don't know any better.
On my list, if you were going to try a cider, I would suggest you should try the Smith & Forge. But then, once you've tried that, because I don't want to break you into the gumption first, because then your taste buds will be gone.
It's like
just like
drinking
you're done.
Steel Reserve when you're 16 years old.
Too much right out of the gate. You got to ramp up to that one, the gumption.
Mm-hmm.
Try that one.
It's like the
second.
malt liquor cider.
Try it second.
Jeez.
Yeah, there you go. Gumption from Woodchuck.
Nice.
And I suppose we're on number 1 for Kevberto, right?
Yes, sir.
Let me look if he's got any honorable mentions. And of course he doesn't. But number 1 for Kevberto. You guys ready for it?
My body is ready.
My number 1 out of my top 5 soccer stadium experiences. Okay, and you hear me out on this one. Don,
That's
shut
not
up.
a good start. Wow.
Here we go. It is Calle Independencia Stadium in Cuernavaca, Morelos, Mexico,
it's down the street from his
1994.
parents'
Okay,
house
it's
or
not really a
whatever.
stadium, but okay, hold on. It was the street I lived on. A couple kids from another street came to challenge us for a peso each. When we started playing one day, we were finished playing one day, and we accepted their challenge, and we prepared a couple of cardboard boxes where we drew people or quote-unquote audience on them, and to make it more exciting. And not only that, but we told our sisters, our cousins, our neighbors to watch us and support us and to be our 12th man. We lost 3-2, but there was a lot of passion, a couple of shove matches. We had 5 cars pass by in between the game. It was a street,
Danger.
but we played like it was the
Model
final
Ts.
match of a World Cup. So I can never forget that, and I'm going to tell that story always.
I got nothing to say about that.
Yeah, all right.
Sounds very important at the
Yeah.
stadium with no seats.
Car on.
He wrote in there with a horse with no name, I think.
But always tries to get the women vote at the end. You know?
Totally. My uncle, I don't know. It
may not be a real stadium, but it's a stadium in his heart.
That's right. That's right.
Maybe we can learn from Kevberto.
Maybe we should be more embrace that side
Although-
of us.
Technically, in our 20s, were we all like living with women, basically in committed relationships by our 20s?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
Maybe that's the issue.
Might be it.
And now that's the final straw. Kevberto, I'm sorry.
Don, you just don't understand.
No, I don't. I do not. Now I'm in trouble forever.
Yeah, you are. Hopefully, he won't listen to this anyway,
Nah,
so you're all right.
That's true.
Dang it.
All right, Lilo, you're
Somebody's
number
gonna tell
one.
him.
Oh,
Honorable
jeez.
mentions if you got them.
All right, honorable mentions. I got 2. One of them is sliced vegetables, so like squash and cucumber. It's good to like cut those things up, put some Montreal steak seasoning from McCormick's, and then grill those up. Really good, really delicious.
So hungry.
My last honorable mention is watermelon.
What?
Yep. Take some. You take a little bit of lime juice with some mint, and you put it on the watermelon, and then you grill that whole thing up, like a couple minutes aside, and it gets like warm, and the sugars kind of like condense, and it's really sweet and delicious.
I want to try this.
It is amazing. Amazing.
I would try it in cider form.
You know, if they could take like a grilled fruit and make that a cider, I think that would be amazing.
That
That
would
would
Liquid
be
smoke.
awesome.
Just add liquid smoke.
Yeah.
Right.
Meat flavor.
Oh, yummy.
Meat flavor, liquid smoke.
The liquid smoke. Well, they have like the smoky beers. Like there's an Alaskan smoked porter,
Yeah.
which tastes like a campfire. It's amazing.
One time, we have a chili cook-off every year at work, and one time, a person we work with kind of dumped a whole bottle of liquid smoke
Oh,
into chili.
jeez.
Yeah, it's funny. It didn't go over so well.
That sounds awful.
Yeah.
Sounds like it'd been awful.
Smoky chili.
Oh man.
Makes my stomach hurt.
All right, you're number one.
All right, number 1 for me. So this is a meat. We'll go ahead and start there. But if you don't do it correctly, it'll get really tough and chewy. This would be flank steak,
AKA skirt steak.
skirt steak, aka the diaphragm of the cow.
Lovely. It's a lovely meat. It's a lovely cut of meat.
It is a delightful cut of meat if you cook
yes,
it correctly.
yes.
So the way that we do it is we marinate the thing for like 8 hours in whatever marinade. Ours is Sarah's is an Asian one. It's got like sesame seed oil and soy sauce and some other fun stuff in it.
Sesame seed oil. Delightful.
Yes, concurred.
Did you say diaphragm?
Diaphragm
I can't breathe over here.
with a G. Bro. Bro.
I don't even.
Jeez. Well, once you are finished marinating,
Thanks.
you take it out, you turn your grill on to like 450, and you grill it up for like 2 to 3 minutes aside, so that it stays nice and rare
Yep,
and
it
really
has to
juicy.
be. You cannot be tough, or else
Cannot be tough, because then it's just a really junky piece of meat. But the best part is that like it can taste really good and it's really cheap. So there you go. Number 1, flank steak. I could eat that joker right off the grill too.
Lilo, you can cook me anything at any time. Just don't. If it's got a duck with it, I'm good. Other than that,
It's got a
I
raw
will
duck
eat
in it.
anything that you will make.
There's probably some other Asian delicacies that we don't know about yet.
Yeah, I have not. The other option I was gonna have for this was top 5 Filipino foods, but I went with grilled instead.
Thank you.
Because in the words of my wife, it would have made me sound more manly.
Oh, yes. I did not go that route.
No, you didn't, Craig.
Just wait.
You
Just
started
wait.
off real strong with the
like-
elderflowers.
When I was a
wait.
kid, I didn't want to drink beer, but I didn't, because I didn't like beer. I didn't want to go, Mad Dog 2020. I didn't want to go like Steel Reserve or Old English, and we drank cider. But then I grew out of that phase, and now I'm in the phase of beer. Soon I'll be going to spirits.
I have a physiological issue with beer, so it's not really my fault. I do drink spirits, though, and I thought about doing my favorite tequilas, but
You're not allowed.
maybe
to
that'll
drink
be the
tequila.
next one.
You're not allowed to drink tequila anymore, though.
I can drink tequila as long as I'm at the house.
Okay.
You're locked up.
Yeah.
Kevberto's also not allowed to drink tequila anymore, but that's another story.
I
Honorable
could
mentions.
have done Mad DZ flavors MD
That was the
2020
funniest thing
flavors.
ever. A quick story about Craig's bachelor party.
Oh no!
Oh,
He
no.
wanted to play Mad Dog 2020 beer pong or Mad Dog 2020 pong, and so I'm like, I go to my local liquor store. They didn't have it. I go to the big one by my house. They only had one kind, and I think it was red. I don't even know what that is, strawberry or whatever. So I'm like, all right, well, where am I going to find? Because we can't just play with one kind. Because we're going to throw up anyway. But we got to have more variety than
Gotta
one
have a
kind.
rainbow vomit.
Exactly.
Right,
So I
right.
go to. Okay, now this was before gentrification in all of Denver. So I went down to Colfax, and I'm pretty sure there was a prostitute hanging out on the side. And I go in there with me and my white self, and I go and I'm like, "Where's Mad Dog 2020 at?" And they had the sour apple, and they had the blue, and I think it's raspberry.
The bling edition.
Yeah. So I bought one of
Yes.
each, and then so I'm like, all right, well I got 3 kinds. We're gonna be good. So we go to Craig's brother's house, which was on like basically where the new light rail is in Lakewood on like 10th and Federal, basically. Yeah. So we go to the closest liquor store, which is around the corner from his house. They had 12 different varieties. They had every single kind of Mad Dog 2020 we've ever done. I'm like, how come Matt doesn't know about this? We should have known about this.
Before you, there needs to be some preface to this.
Yes.
Because I didn't drink MD 2020 at the time. It had been retired.
No, of course not. not.
It was a relic of my former self. I drank a lot of it in college because it was $2.37 at Campus West. I knew it. And
They
I
still
could-
have that there, by the way. They still have that
And
there.
I can scrounge up the amount of money to buy an MD 2020 on the weekend.
Yes.
So I drank a lot of those in the fraternity
and the
in
girls
college.
might join you
They might.
that.
And I wanted to throw it back to
wasn't a
the
sentence.
college years in my bachelor party. So we did Mad Deezy Pong, and it didn't work out so
No,
well.
okay. You know what? Okay. I won, but I really lost. Because I won the Mad Dog Pong, but then I lost because I had to drink the most. And I think I was paired with you for one game.
Yeah.
And then I was paired with our buddy Isaac for a game. And then we went to the stadium, and I don't even.
Yeah, we had
I
experiences
was
at
in and
Dick's
out
Sporting
of
Goods Park
I was in and out of consciousness and
after the
that's-
beer pong.
That's one
Right.
of that's one of the great Dick's Sporting Goods Park stories, if you ask me.
Yeah.
But there you go, Craig. So thanks for letting me air that story, and only embarrassing to myself. Thank you.
Well, we didn't tell all the embarrassing parts, and I don't think we need to.
No, we're good. We're good. Okay,
Where are we? Where are we? Okay.
My Bob Marley honorable mentions. Bob Marley songs. I'm rating them 5-1. Honorable mention. Soul Rebel. Great song. Natural Mystic. Zion Train. No Woman, No Cry. The first one from the Legend CD that I will actually put on there. Coming in from the Cold. Pretty good song. Is This Love? It's really a good song. I don't know how I left that off the list. I just like these other songs just a little bit better. But the number one song, Bob Marley finished his last concert ever out with this song, although that's not the reason I like it. But it's Could You Be Loved? Amazing. And yeah, man, Could You Be Loved? That is on Legend. I think it's number 8. And I just love that song, man. Good memories. Good memories going back from high school. Girls and Could You Be Loved? And yeah, man.
I actually was going to ask you, but I waited because I didn't want to spoil it. Is This Love? Is that what your honorable mention was? If that was the same song, but I guess it's not.
It is not the same song. No. Is This
right.
Love is
Different.
more repeating. It's like 3/6 time. Could You Be Loved is 4/4, and it's like the bass is different. I don't know. I just like Could You Be Loved is good, man. Ziggy Marley covered it really good, and there's a really good track that's like 8 minutes long, and everybody does like their own solo in the band, in the Wailers band. Late stage Wailers, not early stage with Peter Tosh and Pony Livingston. Late stage Wailers with other guys. The Barretts are in it, but anyway. Yeah, man, Could You Be Loved? I'll take that every day. And by the way, I'm just plugging it again. Uprising, the best Bob Marley CD there is. Go and buy that one
All
on
righty.
various
All right.
platforms.
This is the reason I didn't want to do this list. I'm just going to put it this way.
All right.
What does that mean?
My honorable mentions are. I told my wife this, and she's like, "You could just do it. It's okay." I was like, "I don't know."
Pink Lady? Is there going to be pink in there somewhere?
No, well, kind of.
Is it Zima?
No.
Kinda.
I was like, Gina, they're gonna think it's a wine cooler. I can't do this. But
Seagram's?
no, it's a Strongbow product. Strongbow is a cider maker.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
this is an honorable mention. It's red berries from Strongbow. Man, that thing, it's very sweet. It's
Awesome.
red. It's red. And it's delicious. And I don't care. And I don't care who knows it. But
I
I
think
can
you
only.
wanted to put that in your top 5.
Oh my gosh.
I thought about it, but I couldn't do it.
They have to say.
You know what? I give you mad props for courage to say that out loud.
You know what? I've said worse on this show, probably.
Oh, that's true. But I'm also
true.
going to have to tell everybody.
You go ahead.
Okay.
We'll be on the podcast, so there'll
That's
be a lot
true.
of people
Yeah.
who will hear it. So
Did I ever bring my goblet? I'm going to bring my goblet cup tomorrow. My goblet cup. I'm going to bring that.
I did admit I listened to Dungeons and Dragons podcasts.
That's
so,
true.
That's true.
And my love of Pokemon. So, I mean, really, this is just the next step.
right, it's just kind of like the cherry on top.
That's right. The red
hard
berries
cider,
on top.
right? The red, the Strongbow red berries on
Craig's
top.
going to be bringing black cherry Mike's Hard lemonade to work soon and be like, what? This is only 1%. It's fine.
It's
fine,
It's
dude,
basically
fine.
a soda.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, and also another honorable mention that it's from Angry Orchard. It's only seasonal. It's the Sinful Apple one. Cinnamon apple. Although that one, if you pair it with a shot of a Fireball, that one's pretty good too.
And you have like cinnamon. Nice, lots of cinnamon.
Lots of cinnamon.
Yeah, it's just all
If
the
my
cinnamons.
father-in-law heard this, he would just be laughing. Like, he wouldn't be able to control himself. He'd be like, what?
Mine actually might too.
Excuse me?
Awesome.
Actually, at the Applebee's, they had a you could buy that combo, a shot of what is that? Fireball and the Sinful Apple bottle, and they would give it to you together. It was good.
Nice.
They put an umbrella in that, a little plastic umbrella.
They do, yeah. And a piece of grilled pineapple.
Grilled pineapple.
But my
You
number
ever
one.
hold on. You ever seen the first Jackass movie where the guy shoves a toy car somewhere and then he goes to the proctologist and the proctologist is like, why are you filming me? And then he looks at the x-ray and then he's like, why did you tell these people? You shouldn't tell anybody about this. You need to go to the hospital right now. That's the point. Craig, why did you tell people?
Well, this doesn't have to air. Maybe I won't play
That's
it.
true.
We'll see.
That's true.
Now we're going to have to listen to see if they left my part in about Kevberto and Craig's part in about red berry cider.
Well, my number one couldn't be worse, right?
True.
My number one
not.
is one I've had a few times just recently because it's seasonal also. And it's also from Angry Orchard. I have a thing for Angry Orchard apparently. And that is the summer honey. And that thing is wonderful. It's delicious.
Honey cider?
Summer honey. Yeah, it's honey and apples. And it is delicious.
We need to look up a cider fest, and then we can drive there with the top down of your Saab, and we can wear like Birkenstocks and white bed sheet linen pants.
Our
and then
friend
we
runs
can
one.
Go to the cider fair. And,
Our friend runs one, the Morrison Cider Fest. We should go to that.
There's a cider fest?
Yeah.
I'd be down with that.
Sorry that I said anything.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm down to go.
Well, let's go. Why not?
Let's
Why
do it.
not?
We
It's
should have rank
alcohol.
them up at the Cider Fest.
That's true.
You'll be like, oh man, this summer honey is delicious.
Craig, thanks for enlightening me to
Like-
summer honey.
I think it's already weird because every time you go to one of these beer fests or cider fests, whatever, they would always have their like outrageous product. It's always like they're testing something. Like
Right.
one year was Mexican lagers were in. One year, somebody's bringing the dark bourbon barrel, whatever. I would be scared to see what like the test things would be at the cider fair. Like we'd be drinking.
I would try them, and I would not have a headache.
If there's a
next day.
pumpkin,
Truth.
a pumpkin one, I would spit it at their face.
Yeah, that would not be a
'Cause
good
That
pair.
pumpkin-
would not be good.
No.
Just saying.
Yeah.
That would not be good.
Somebody tries to give me a pumpkin beer, you'll be if I'm at an event, I will graciously take it.
I'm saying it
But
right
I don't
now.
have to like it.
There'll be a spicy, like a chili apple one or something.
Oh,
That's the
man.
next step. We all went through the chili beer phase in the 90s,
Oh,
late
right.
90s.
Oh,
Now it'll come to the cider business.
That sounds terrible.
They're cyclical.
I'm glad I never
cyclical.
went into the chili beer things. It just
Did
sounds
you have the
wrong.
one at Coopersmith's in Fort Collins?
No.
Oh man, it was okay. It was all right.
I stuck with my Guinness.
All right. All right, Don, where can they send their rankings of all of our
right.
randomness?
Well, go to Twitter at RankEmUp at RAMKEMUP. Rank 'em up. Find us on Facebook, like the show. Find us on Instagram. We're on Instagram. Go there. We take pictures of Craig Saab and put them on the internet. And
Leave Sabatino alone.
go to the good rest in peace, Sabatino. Go to the Did I say YouTube? Go to the YouTube page and you can watch all the archives. 40 shows. I can't believe we made 40 shows. We're getting close to a year. And I don't know what we're going to do, but hopefully we have a party of some kind. Hopefully Kevberto can actually attend that. We'll see if his ball and chain lets him.
No, Don. No.
No, I know you're not.
That's what he's saying.
So, and then find us on your favorite podcast. But please tell a friend. Tell a friend if you enjoy even one part. Just say, don't listen to the parts with Don. It's okay. You can fast forward that. You could tell because he has a very angry voice. And
Yes,
then,
you know which one he is.
You can skip 15 seconds ahead. You
You can tell from the graphic.
Right.
You might have to press the skip 15 seconds ahead button a few times, but it's okay. You can listen to Craig's, or you could be grossed out by Lilo's food stories.
Oh, yeah.
But it's whatever. It's all good. So there you go. Find us all over social media. Just search Rank 'em Up.
We should use this as a promo, this last 30 seconds for our show. Send this to people. This is what the show is about.
I like it.
I like it.
Elevator pitch. You don't have to listen to what Don says.
Yeah.
There you
Well, thank you for listening to the show. This has been fun. Send us your favorite topic, your favorite list. We want to see those to @RankEmUp on Twitter, on Facebook. Find all the places that Don just said. But for Kevberto, for Lilo, for Don, this is Rank 'em Up. I'm Craig. We'll see you later.